Hi, Angelica here, the 3D printer girl from 3dprintertech.com. And where we left off last time was that we installed the Y motor mount with the clamps, just like the Y uggler on the other side. It goes in exactly the same way. Okay, so now what we'll assemble is a lower Z mount. Okay, what you'll need are the 2 extrusions, the printed part, 1 bearing, 4 M5 screws with a washer, and 4 T-slat nuts. And what it's going to look like is this. Okay, so let's do this. So what we'll do is we'll take the bearing and we'll put it into that hole just so it's flush, like that. Should be easy. Now we'll take our M5s with a washer. There you go. And we'll slide it into the aluminum extrusions. And these are the 420 aluminum extrusions. And we'll just tighten it just a little bit so the T-slat nuts don't fall off. But loose enough so we can move it around. Like that. And what we'll do is we'll take another 4 T-slat nuts and put it on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll also put 1 on each side in the front right here. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so this is how it should look like, just like that. And now for this particular build, I'm adding the electrical plug and the power switch. Okay, this is, you can print this once you get printing, or if you already have, you can print this from Thingiverse. It's readily available. And I'm adding this to mine, so therefore I'm going to add 2 T-slat nuts for it, right here in the front. Like that. And now we're ready to install. Okay, so here we go. Just be careful, make sure your T-slat nuts don't fall off. Okay, make sure the bearing is facing down towards the motor. Okay, we're gonna take our M5s with a washer. and screw them in, but not too tight, because we're going to need some flexibility. And same thing on this side. Just enough to catch the T-slot nut, but not too tight. Here you go. Okay, so let's do the other side. Okay, same way, bearing facing down towards the motor. M5s for the washers. Okay, and there you go. Okay, so your kit came with 6 vertices, 4 of the Y, okay, and 2 of the Z. Okay, so what you're gonna do is install these in the front, okay, like that. So it should look like that on each side there. Now you already installed your T-slat nuts, and they fell in down there. But you might have to flip it over a couple times. Use your spool holder. That's what they're there for, and use the M5 screws with a washer and install them on the T-slat nuts. And for the Z, just goes like that on each side. And same thing, you might have to do it a couple times, flip it over, your T-slat nuts with the M5 screws, just like that. And again, that's on each side. Okay, so our upper vertices are done. Okay, make sure they're tight and they're flushed against the aluminum extrusion, okay? Make sure they're tight, especially the Z's all the way up there, okay? And now we're going to finish off screwing the rest of the lower vertices, and you'll need 4 on each side of the M5 screws, and again T-slat nuts. So there's 1 here, okay, 2 on the side, and 1 inside, okay, and we'll do that on all 4s, and then our chassis is done, and we'll move on. So congratulations, the chassis is done, okay? I know that must have been painful for you doing all those screws, but we had to do it. So look at this beautiful piece of machinery. Look at that. You have to pat yourself on the back right now. But we're not done. We're getting to the critical part of the build. This is very important. I can't stress this enough how important this is, okay? This is going to align our Z axis. And what we're going to need is a little bubble. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so what we're going to need to do is take the plumb bob right above the Z mount. Make sure it's aligned in the middle, right there. Okay, hold it tight. Now once you do this, you wouldn't have to mess with this. But if you do it wrong, the printer is useless. This must be done correctly. And that's why we had to make sure that the screws in here weren't tightened so we can set it in place, okay? Here a bit more. Okay. So now tighten